Welcome back to the deep dive. So we often talk about achieving goals, positive mindset, all that stuff.
Radio.
Today, let's get into something specific, manifestation. And how using a journal, like really using it intentionally, can actually be this, well, surprisingly powerful tool.
For those big goals, right? Like financial shifts, finding love, career changes.
Exactly. It connects to that idea of aligning your thoughts, your feelings with what you actually want to see happen.
Yeah, the law of attraction, essentially. That idea that, what you consistently focus on, what you feel strongly about, you tend to draw into your life. Like attracts like, basically.
In journaling, it gives that focus a physical form.
Precisely. It's a way to actively cultivate that positive focus, that energy. It's not just passive wishing. It's an active practice.
Okay, so a manifestation journal. It's different from just like writing about your day. What's the distinction?
Totally different. It's way more focused.
Yeah.
You're using writing to really nail down your intentions, make your goals concrete, and, this is key, feel the emotions of already having achieved them.
So you're sort of rehearsing the reality you want.
You could put it that way, yeah.
Yeah.
You're training your subconscious mind, getting it on board with these new possibilities, making them feel real now.
Less about, I hope this happens, and more, this is happening.
Exactly. Take affirmations, for example. Those positive statements you write in the present tense, like, I am financially abundant instead of I want to be.
Right.
Writing those down consistently. It does more than just state a desire. It reinforces your belief that it's possible. It forces you to get super clear on what you actually want.
Which probably makes the path to it clearer too, right?
Often, yes. Clarity is huge. And the act of writing itself, physically doing it, can genuinely boost your mood, raise your vibration, as they say, makes you more receptive.
And it seems like having a dedicated journal, maybe a good quality one, helps tie together other techniques people use, like vision boards or gratitude lists.
Absolutely. It becomes the container, the dedicated space for all of it. You can script out your ideal day in detail, keep running gratitude lists, describe your vision board images. It centralizes the practice.
Makes sense. Now, we live on screens, right? So why the emphasis on handwriting? Why pick up a physical pen and paper for this?
That's a great point. I mean, digital is convenient, no doubt, but there's something about the physical act of writing. It seems to forge a deeper link to our subconscious.
How so?
Well, there's research suggesting that handwriting activates different parts of the brain than typing. Pathways linked to memory, to emotional processing, they fire up more intensely.
Interesting. So it makes the affirmations, the visualizations stick better.
Potentially, yes. It feels more engaged, more deliberate. You're generally less distracted than when you're staring at a screen with notifications popping up.
Yeah, good point. You're just there with the page.
Right. And you create this tangible record. You can look back, see how far you've come. And honestly, using a journal you actually like using, it makes a difference.
You mean like the feel of it?
Yeah, exactly. Like those Listalian journals we've mentioned before. That really smooth, thick paper, the 120 GSM stuff, it just feels good to write on.
Yeah.
It makes the act feel a bit more significant, almost ritualistic.
I get that.
And practical features help too, like the numbered pages you find in Listalian, or the option for a table of contents. Great for organizing different sections, affirmations here, scripting there, gratitude lists maybe. Keeps it structured if you want that.
It turns it from just a notebook into a proper tool for the job.
Exactly. Structure can really help you track things and stay consistent. Some even have that little back pocket, which is handy for sticking in, say, clippings for your vision board or little reminders.
You know, speaking of that, it reminds me of my sister, Sarah. A few years back, she felt completely stuck career-wise, just overwhelmed. She started journaling. And actually, now I think about it, she had one of those Listalian ones, the ash gray black, I think. She loved the feel of it. Anyway, she started scripting her ideal workday, writing affirmations. And she said just the act of writing it down on that nice paper in the specific journal made it feel less like a pipe dream and more, well, possible, concrete.
Did it help?
Massively. She started noticing little opportunities, things she'd have ignored before, and like 6 months later, landed a job that was almost exactly what she'd been writing about. She swears by the journaling.
Wow. That's a perfect example. Is that focused intention combined with the physical act in a space that feels right. It really can shift things.
Yeah.
And it's not just big career stuff. I know someone, let's call him David. He was really struggling with confidence, just feeling generally down.
Okay.
He got into gratitude journaling. Used a Listalian, too, actually, a nice cocoa brown one. Made himself write down 5 things, just 5 small things he was grateful for every single day, even the bad days.
That sounds simple, but maybe hard to stick with.
It can be at first, but he said the consistency, the ritual of writing it, physically writing,
Hmm.
slowly started to shift his whole outlook. He just felt better, more optimistic. The numbered pages helped him too, he said, because he could easily flip back and see months of gratitude listed out. A real confidence booster in itself.
So the quality of the journal, the features, they weren't just nice to haves, they actually supported the practice.
I think so, yeah. It makes it more enjoyable, more intentional, creates that sacred space we talked about, which leads us to how people actually use these journals. There are some cool
Right,
techniques.
like the methods. What are some effective ones?
Well, scripting is a big one. We touched on that. Writing in the present tense, describing your desired reality as if it's already here. I am so grateful for my loving relationship, or my business is thriving and serves so many people. That kind of thing.
Painting a vivid picture with words.
Exactly. Then there's the 55 by 5 method. Heard of that?
I think so. It sounds intense.
It is, kind of. You
Yeah.
pick one core affirmation and you write it down 55 times. 55 times for 5 days straight. The repetition is meant to really hammer it into your subconscious.
Wow. Okay, that takes dedication.
It does. And of course, gratitude journaling, like David did. Just consistently listing things you appreciate. Simple, but it really shifts your energy towards abundance, towards positivity.
Makes sense. You focus on what you have, not what you lack.
Precisely. And then there's integrating your vision board. You can literally paste pictures into your journal or just write detailed descriptions of the images and how they make you feel. Use the journal as the command center for your vision.
And a structured journal, maybe with lined pages like the Listallian ones have, probably helps keep those different methods organized.
Definitely. Having lines gives you guidance for writing affirmations neatly or for scripting longer paragraphs. It just provides a nice framework. Whether you choose a softcover A5 for portability or a more substantial hardcover, having that structure helps. They come in tons of colors too, like royal blue, juniper green, even pink or purple, so you can pick one that resonates.
So bringing it all together for you listening, what's the main thing to take away?
I think the core idea is that using a journal intentionally for manifestation, for working with the law of attraction, it's not just wishful thinking. It can be a genuinely powerful tool for change.
By making those thoughts and feelings concrete.
Exactly. You're articulating affirmations, you're visualizing through writing, you're cultivating gratitude, you're actively participating in creating your reality. And look, using a journal that feels good, that has helpful features like smooth paper or numbered pages, it just enhances the whole process. It makes you want to do it.
It elevates it from a chore to a practice, maybe even a pleasure, taking those fuzzy desires and giving them shape, form, making them feel closer.
That's a great way to put it. It's about directing your focus, your energy with intention.
This has been really insightful. Thanks for walking us through it.
Absolutely. It's fascinating stuff.
It really is. And just as a final thought for you to chew on, think about this. How might actually creating that physical written record of your intentions, your gratitude, your progress, how might that differ from just having those thoughts float around or typing a quick note? Consider the power of that tangible history of your own growth, tracking the unfolding of what you're calling into your life. Something a fleeting digital reminder can't quite capture, can it? Ponder that potential of directing your focus day by day, page by page. Until next time on the deep dive.